It was both. I was just talking to somebody about the pace. It's hard to get a pace going when they're scoring or getting the offensive rebound and we're fouling like the last game and then the beginning. I mean, you got to get some stops. And what I thought was the best was obviously we switched our coverages to switching 1 through 5, and that was, I think, the biggest adjustment. They're elite at cutting you up on different ball screen coverages, and they were cutting us up. And we switched. We made that, and but we were able to get stops. And what I liked is I thought we moved the ball. I think 5 different guys hit paint touch threes, hit threes, moving the ball, and we went down and we continued to guard. I think, and we were on a run. I think we went on 23 because we were able to get transition, getting stops. And I just think that's such a key because I think we're very good in transition. I think we talked 2 days ago, everyone in here, about we thought this was going to be a better game. I think A&M's just a hard game for him because they don't let you get to the second dribble. They're just so physical, and we just keeping his confidence up to know. And then even when it closed down, I think he kicked it. I think it was the beginning of the second half. I think he kicked it out. He took some contact and kicked it out. I think it was to Duke, but it might have been one more to Glenn. But I remember the play that he took it, and he's just so good in the open court to get that kind of pace going. But you can do that when your defense is playing like that. And but I think, to see 2 freshmen on any level, but on this level, come in and have the impact they had is pretty special. To have this day and age, with fifth-year seniors everywhere, to have not even a traditional freshman and a true freshman do what they did today was pretty good, and it was more than pretty good. It was good to see.
Along those lines, we talked a lot about Dayton, the energy he brings. It seems like the more he plays, the more he's doing more on both ends of the court. Offensively at 14 points tonight. Just what is it about him that's working so well, and how much does it energize you?
It energizes. I mean, what he does is contagious. I mean, you see him coming off a baseline stagger, denying up, getting his hand on the ball, then diving on the floor. He just makes it contagious. He gets his hands on so many things, and he can cause some havoc on offense because he can go downhill. He's strong to make passes through contact, can knock down shots, but just so many toughness plays that he made. He makes it contagious, and I thought we got that thing going in the second half. I thought he was a key guy just to raise the temperature in there, effort-wise.
He mentioned his nickname is Sparky.
I know.
How do you feel about that for him?
Hey, keep rolling then, because he is. For nicknames, for him. Man, that's what he does. He gives us so much energy, and the guys are loving it. I mean, I've heard him. Everyone's calling him that, and I think he's being great at what he does. He's tough. He plays and he's doing that with a great mindset, and he really gives us an edge off the bench.
The ball movement in the second half.
No.
Not turning the ball over.
That's
Taking care
no, yeah. They had 11 turnovers at halftime. We talked about it. I think they had 12 more shots than us at halftime. We were down 4. We just talked about it. We switched our defense, and then we talked about taking care of the ball. We talked about it a lot before the game, but we just weren't. I think one of the guards said to me, "Hey, that their pressure and speed is real. Like they were up there really pressuring you far away from the court. And the more aggressive we got, when you're not aggressive that far back, they can poke at it, and they're elite at it. Third in the country. So I thought we were stronger, more physical, went downhill than we were in the first half. But it just you get more attempts at the rim, and then we shot it the way we shot it. I mean, it's hard when 70%. I mean, so I definitely think the taking care of the ball second half enabled us to do that. I think it was 23, I think. So 23. I got to take it while we got it. I'll take every. But go ahead.
Not easy to come by.
No.
When you're seeing another run, at what point does it kind of click, just like what they're doing now?
It's for me like it's like you got to let them go a little bit when I see it like that. Like Jalon Moore hit a 3 in the corner. It was against the press, and sometimes you're like pressing teams sometimes thinks a rush shot is as good as a turnover. That's like a pressing team's mentality. But we're on a run, and he was on such a run, and he just rose up and shot it. It was a big shot. You know, fears sometimes based on the score. We started to get a 20-point lead. It's hard to slow him down because he's so good at getting to the rim. So, you know, it's a conundrum because you want long possessions when you got that lead, but you want to stay aggressive. And I thought we just stayed aggressive. And on misses, I thought we were, especially when you see them share it as much as they did. They were really sharing it, spacing it. And you got to, on my end, let them go a little bit when you see that kind of pace.
Porter for Jalon to have the 2 fouls and be out early and have the second half he did and gives it 1,000 points to his career. Just, I mean, how encouraging is that?
Man, he's so. Yeah, I'll have lots of time to talk about this later, but like he just means a lot to me, and the way how hard he plays, and his mind is pure. You know, he didn't get off to a great start. He really took it on that he didn't get that first block out of the game after the emphasis on rebounding, and he just kept his mind right. He got the 2 fouls. I told him I was going to play him. I played him, but it was only like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. But at least it was the confidence in me knowing that, hey, I'm still playing you with 2 fouls. And even though it was 2 minutes, that sends a message. And I thought we talked about winning the first 4 minutes. I said, man, we were terrible the first 4 minutes at A&M. We got to win the first 4 minutes. And he was just his leadership, his voice. Even the first play of the half was terrible too. They just drove by us and laid it up. Even with that, then we went on a run after that. But I just thought he was just such a leader with his voice and his effort.
What are you thinking challenge the team as far as rebounding on the practices this week? What does it say about them? You got plus 15 on the board.
We just talked about it, and there was a big eruption yelled out when I told them that stat, that we were plus 15. And they know it. They know it. I mean, to be able to have to rebound, you have to do it every night in this league. Every night you have to do it in this league. And so, yeah, we got 10, they got 9 on the offensive end. Last game we had 2, you know, so you get extra chances. So we did a lot of things we wanted to do, especially the last 30 minutes. Because I really, the way the outcome, it doesn't change the way I feel about Vanderbilt. I think they got some weapons, and we just got on a downward run. But like, they really execute some really good things, and they're like, they already beat a lot of teams, and I know they're going to do it again.
Any more questions?
Thank you.
Questions? Jalon, what was going right for you guys kind of in that middle eight, end of the first half, start of the second when you guys put on that huge run?
I just think us playing as a team and us locking down on defense and being connected on defense. We made a couple adjustments coming out of halftime, and then us just sharing the ball on the other end also. So there's got a lot of guys going. And we credited Dayton, Duke, and that group who ended the half, bringing that energy so we can bring that energy towards the second half. So that's kind of what helped us tonight.
They continue to be a spark with his defense as much as offense. And you guys and got that turnover with the jump. I think that really got everybody going. Do you realize that every time you come in, that's maybe what your role is on this team?
Yeah, for sure. Coach Morris calls me Sparky, so that's kind of caught on. But yeah, I come in and I just try to do anything I can to provide a spark and bring that energy, whether it's on defense or offense, and then it's came with good results.
Jalon, how much were you itching to get in the second half after sitting basically the last 8 minutes of the first half?
I mean, I knew I was in foul trouble, but I also know my brothers got my back. So I was comfortable. I had belief in this team, and to see what that group did to end the half, I knew we were going to come back. Our starting group and then the second group, I knew we were going to come back and bring that energy and keep that energy going towards the end of the game.
Jalon, how much does it help you guys for Jeremiah to have the kind of bounce back performance that he's allowed today?
It helps us a lot because, I mean, he really starts the pace for our offense. I mean, he's our point guard, and when he has that downhill and then getting people touches and getting his own touches, getting to the rim, getting to the foul line, that helps us and gives us a great boost.
How cool is it to go over 1,000 career points, and did you know you were that close?
I knew, but I didn't know I had got it until they said something. But I mean, it's a blessing. God, it's a blessing that God has put me in this position and gave me this opportunity to even do that. So I'm blessed, and that's a great accomplishment.
Dave, you talked about the energy you bring, but over the last couple of weeks, as your playing time's gone up more and more, just how much is your confidence maybe growing along with that?
Yeah, for sure. It is. Guys like him, all of our guys on our team, they pour confidence into me. They all have super high belief in me. And I think that really helps me out a lot. Going in there, knowing that they have confidence in me, I have confidence in them, and we build trust with each other. So I think that's a big thing for us is trusting each other, the five that's out there, and going to war with each other.
Dave, what do you think of that Sparky did?
It's caught on whether I like it or not.
Yo, that's crazy.
Any other questions? Thank you, guys.
Appreciate y'all.